What is up, you guys? It's RJ. We are here to check out ATEEZ with Bouncy, the dance practice, as well as the remaining B-sides slash not all of them slash the rest of them. Allow me to quickly explain why we're also not doing the world. Number one, because there's 6 tracks, unfortunately YouTube is very sensitive when it comes to this kind of thing. Having the entire album in one video can most of the time get it blocked, which is why I don't do album reactions on YouTube. So I had to leave out one, a sacrifice had to be made, so I just listened to the world off camera. Secondly, someone had asked if I had listened to this album, and I said yes, which that is true. I listened to this entire album once at work. I was paying attention, but I don't remember what I heard, and that was like a week ago. And when I went to go back to listen to it, I was like, you know what? They're gonna release a dance practice for Bouncy at some point, so maybe I'll just re-listen to it with Bouncy since people were asking about the remaining B-sides. So I figured I'd do that. I can honestly say I don't remember what any of the B-sides sound like, which is great because this will be a fresh listen. I'm just gonna consider this my first listen because I was at work, I was distracted. So we're gonna check out Bouncy and Dune, DJANGO, Wake Up, and Outlaw. So like I said, I already listened to The World before I started this video. The World is a very interesting track. I think I like it. I feel like I would enjoy it a lot more in a concert. It feels like it has that kind of vibe. The production's pretty wild as well. It's a good time, so that's what I think of The World, but yeah, so I'm excited to get into the remaining part of this album slash dance practice as well, so let's do it. I have been itching for this dance practice. I wasn't sure when they were gonna put it out. I wasn't sure how long I was gonna have to wait because I'm very impatient when it comes to listening to albums. I wanna hear the music right away. And sometimes I just don't wanna do a reaction to everything, so that's why I ended up listening to it on my own. But here we are, Bouncy, dance practice. Fair warning, because this is a dance practice, I might end up pausing a lot if there's like stuff, because there wasn't enough dancing in the MV for me, or at least enough of the choreo shown like I would have wanted, which is why I'm glad we're here so I can see everything in a fixed camera. Let's go. Actually, pull this down. I'm surprised it's just them. I thought there'd be like the other dancers. Already sicko. I saw one pair of feet, heard one pair of feet hit the ground. Wow. The building is always shaking here. They're crazy. Okay, Dune. Oh, where did they come from? When did they enter the scene? I didn't even see this happen. Oh, they came from the back, okay. Ooh, they go low. Salt Bay. Oh, Miggy. You know what, Miggy? You would wear gray sweatpants. So what? Wow. What is he doing on the ground? Also, Sunghwa is crazy in this song. I love it. Oh, I love this part. The line, right? I was hoping this was actually part of it. Woo! Wow, okay. Oh, interesting formation. Oh, young. What's this ending gonna be like? There's so much thrusting. I want to see the ending again. One more time. You know what's funny? That headbang kind of reminds me of Rockstar from Psychers, who were under the same company. I'm sure these guys talk to each other. Like quickly. Doesn't Hongjoon meddle production-wise with Psychers in some way? I thought I heard that. If not, never mind. Well, that was amazing. That was absolutely amazing. I can't wait to watch it again because I totally will. The choreography for that song is absolutely insane. I absolutely love it. I just love how low they go. I actually want to watch a live stage. I have not watched any of the comeback stages for this song yet because I want to wait for the dance practice. But now that that's done, I'm gonna have to check some out. Okay, you guys, we're going on to our very first B-side or second B-side or first B-side of this video, Dune. Let's go. Ooh. Sungwa is rapping a lot. Oh, I love that. Beautiful. Oh, it's so scary. Wow, yes. Oh, I really like this pre-chorus. Deep voice. Oh, this sounds like... You know, it's hard to like, you can't compare this to anything. This doesn't sound like anything. Well, I feel like ATEEZ in general doesn't sound like anyone but ATEEZ. The music is just so traditional maybe. It just goes in so many directions. I really have no idea where it's gonna go. I think that's kind of like the fun part about it. And I have been, I think I've only done one ATEEZ album reaction, and that was for the Gorilla album. It's not on YouTube if you're curious. But I recently, after BOUNCY came out, I was curious about their previous albums. I think I might have listened to one. It was one of the Fevers. I can't recall which one, but their music is just like, it really is very ATEEZ. I'm trying to figure out how else to put that, because it's not like easily digestible. I feel like this music wouldn't necessarily work for everybody, and I don't think they really want it to. Like, they make the music that is really kind of specific to them, and if you like it, then you like it. You know what I mean? Because I was sitting here like, wow, this is so like, I mean, I feel like if I have a friend that I play this K-pop that I react to on the channel too, and a lot of the stuff I like he does not like, because it's very experimental. This is very experimental, but I enjoy it though, because it's just so cool, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, the song was very, very interesting. Yeosang in that, what was that, the chorus where Yeosang was that deep voice part, but then I thought it was Jungho after him. Maybe that whole section was the chorus. You see what I mean? I can't even discern the chorus from the pre-chorus, which is so wild. I feel like I would have to listen to the song again, but based on the first listen, I really, well, second listen technically, but first listen, I really liked this. I think I would just have to listen to it again to really like, or maybe even a couple times to really understand the structure. I think the structure is just so different, but I really liked everyone on here. It's crazy listening to BOUNCY and then going, which I think, wait, BOUNCY is after Dune, but it's crazy hearing BOUNCY and hearing like San going nuts in that song, but then singing so beautifully here. It's wild. It's really wild. Okay, next up we have DJANGO. Ooh. I love the harmony in the back of the back ballad. Ooh. Who is that? DJANGO. Oh, that was weird. I love this pre-chorus. Oh, Wooyoung's voice. I love Jungkook's voice in the back. Very nice. Yeah, another song that's like, this is a good one. I actually really liked the, like I said, the pre-chorus was probably my favorite part. I loved the beat throughout that. I was actually kind of surprised that it continued, actually. It was a bit longer than I anticipated. I only know the name Django from the movie, but even the movie I don't necessarily remember very well, but I'm gonna guess it's a very infamous person in Western movies or something, Western style, who has a particular reputation. I'm not sure. I'm basing that mainly on the lyrics of the song. One thing that's really throwing me, and I don't mean that in a negative way, I mean that in a like wow way, is the way that somebody can go from rapping to singing. You don't normally expect it. Usually the like vocal line is like the vocal line, and then the rappers are the rappers, but like so many people are doing so many things in here that it's usually not, it's something I'm not expecting. But it's awesome when it happens because their voices are also beautiful, and they also just know how to rap very well too. Okay, next we have Wake Up. Let's go. Sangwa. Oh, I like how this is starting. Ooh, this is cool. Ooh. Oh, this might be my favorite one. Wow. I love the way he's doing that. So pretty. Ooh, that was so pretty. I really like this chorus. The background is so pretty. Chango. Sir. Yeah, that is definitely my favorite one. Yes. That chorus was beautiful. Actually, the whole song. Wow, the way they sprinkle the harmonies and ad libs throughout this song is so well done. The chorus, Wooyoung in the chorus, I loved that, like, dun, 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 dun. That was so nice. And then to finish it with the two of them, Wooyoung and Jungmo, I almost called him Jungmo. Who is that? Another member, I don't know. JANGO harmonizing there. That was so nice. And then I think there was a part two where I think Yoonho maybe came in, but it might have been the second time. But I think Yoonho came in. There was like a vocal thing he did at the beginning of his line. It was so pretty because it went right into not only his verse, but then Jungho also came in the background there. But it was so pretty. ATEEZ really knows how to do a lead up. Like, their pre-choruses are really on point. The way they lead into the chorus is so well done. Like, consistently, it's been my favorite part of their songs in this particular video so far. Granted, here, I think the chorus is my favorite, but the pre-chorus here almost ended up being my favorite part of the song. But this was awesome. Okay, you guys, we're at our last song, Outlaw. Let's go. I got that 타오르는 경고 소리 도망가 침을 내는 늑대들이 여기 흔들어져 끼고 맘이 헐키고 설키고 기적 박중 날린 나 The breathing, Mingy, please. 내 이름 붙인 법이가 저가라 가망 없어 후회 따윈 못 써 사고 나니 천성이 고약해서 I'm sorry You wanna know I'm on fire 선을 넘지마 침범하지마 Let's keep it for you You gotta see, you turn fire. 감이 오잖아, 나의 feel is going on. The ad-libs, or harmonies, whatever you want to call it. Hey, Sector 1. Nice. Give me that, give me hit it bang, run it back. I'm a better way, never better play. It's so bad. Do the good shot. It's a bubble time. Such a gimmick side, 이유 있는 건 봐. 이상한 도대기 숙면을 시켜 세워나 이웃가에서 여경에서 내 몸을 헝클어나. On my way, you move, I can't only get scared. 어둠 속에서 긴장하지 마. Oh, this is so beautiful. The harmonies, whatever you're gonna call it. I love that. Oh, pretty. Wow. What is this? Damn, Jungho. What? How did they do that? Because I was actually concerned that this was not the correct lyric video for a second. I'm like, wait, what happened to the song? That really threw me off. but that was actually pretty interesting. Like that was kind of like a key change in a normal song, but here I feel like they took it to a different level of a change. It was like the same, like the lyrics were the same because it was the final chorus, but the song didn't sound like itself anymore. Like that was really bizarre. I can totally say based on this, what I really don't remember the name of the album, the one that has Gorilla on it, but that one and the Fever album that I listened to, like ATEEZ really just, you kind of just can't compare them to anyone, which is actually kind of great. It just makes me want to check out the rest of their discography, which I'm kind of slowly doing. Like I said, it hasn't really been on camera, but I have been going through the rest of their music slowly. But this was really awesome. I think Wake Up is still my favorite B-side. And then probably Outlaw. Outlaw was about to take the cake actually, but I think Wake Up is still my favorite. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here, you guys. If you liked the video, leave a like and a comment and subscribe. Hit the notification bell if that's your thing, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.